Hopefully it won't crash again. Underground 2 is not on the Steam, but if you launch any game with the Steam, you get the boot into the Steam support. And the support in this case is the gamepad support. And if you're playing on the Linux, then if you add any game through the Steam, then you also get Steam libraries that make the games run on the Linux, even though you play the Windows games on the Linux. So it might sound like stupid to actually launch games using the Steam, but there's actually like a legit reason why you might want to do that. Because by the default, if you don't have the Steam running, then you have to find some kind of mod or something else that supports your gamepad. And the Steam is actually recognizing your devices and handling the inputs for you. Whenever you have the Steam controller, you have the DualShock 4, PS3 controller or whatever. Is there any way to get Underground illegally nowadays? Nope. Like, not only you can have all the games in one place, but also like by playing with this Steam in the background, you just get the gamepad support. Pretty handy. And in some cases you can also launch the game with specific commands. Plenty of reasons to use Steam, and as the time goes and the Steam Deck gets more and more love, playing games on Linux is gonna get more and more common. Hopefully. Nope. Still too slow. Normally, if you want to use the DualShock 4 controller, what you would have to do was get in the DualShock 4 Windows software. And this software is not like perfect, at least not for me. It kind of gives you more than Steam, in the sense that you can actually see how much your controller is charged, which Steam doesn't show. That's alright. And also like very specifically shows you the ID of your gamepad, which is not what you exactly need. But the thing is, if you are in the game, the Steam layout actually allows you to quickly tweak your controller, and the like third-party software, which is not Steam, because Steam is technically in this case also third-party software, like DS for Windows actually requires you to alt-tab from the game, and with all the games, some of them, if you alt-tab from them, your game might not be working anymore. It has to be very old game though. But still, when you run all the games, it's better to just run them full screen. For the sake of the performance, compatibility and possibly not crashing your game. Because some, like even DirectX 9 games, tend to hate the almighty alt-tab. Which is like, right now I feel like it's the most common thing that most people use. One thing I know for sure is that if someone got the game back when it was released, I think they can still use the accounts that was made back then to play the game online. But then again, like, the amount of people who can actually use the thing is limited, so it's not really like that much worth it. Especially that most people moved to different games and no one is basically playing this one online. But people who got the EA, or rather made the EA account back then, are very few that can actually use the EA account in this game. Because if you made the... you cannot make the new one for this game. So even if you would get the game, you would still not be able to make the EA account to play online. You have to actually make your own LAN server to play online before there's this game. Which is a great thing because, I don't know, like, almost all of the old games are like that. They have the LAN option. And it basically makes the games immortal, in my eyes. Because every single game that has the option to create the LAN party basically can be played even nowadays. It's just the fact that you might be playing with the cheaters. That's kind of scary. But then again, with how like little to no people are out there, you're most likely unlikely to see someone cheating in this game. There's definitely, to my surprise, I managed to see one or two guys that actually knew some kind of meta in the game. And I'm like, I'm just playing the game to have fun. Then no, you have to pick up this thing and that thing, this car is the best for this thing, and other car is best for the other thing. Like, what the fuck? I'm not even playing online, why I need this knowledge? So I guess even if the game is gonna be like 30 years old or 50 years old, there's gonna be always one guy that's gonna know like almighty meta and what's the best in the game. So even if you're gonna have one guy online that still plays, you might get absolutely destroyed. But the best way to actually experience the Underground 2 with the online options is actually going for something like the Assetto Corsa and loading this map, because someone actually made the, let's call it a port or mods for Assetto Corsa to load the entire world of Underground 2 into more modern and more realistic game, and a sim racing game. But then again, you don't have like very specific things that the game has to offer. So you don't have the racing events, you don't have you have just the worlds. Or maybe sometimes maybe someone figure out how to make like specific racing events as smaller maps out of this game. It's not gonna be exactly like playing this game just as it is, even if it's like fully modded or something. But at least you have like very nice and easy online support. And much more modern cars handling and stuff like that. So that's pretty neat. And much more realistic drifting. Then again, it's not gonna be like the arcade experience of just playing the Need for Speed game. But I guess you will just be able to use your steering wheel, which is very expensive, and still enjoy this kind of like amazing world design. So there's something for something. This game is like still definitely unbeatable when it comes to the best drifting game overall, the most fun one. With the Carbon being the second game when it comes to drifting. Wait, how did I miss this racing event? Hold up. I was going for it and then I spaced out. Oh, that's why. For me, at least right now, as someone who didn't go through like Car X, didn't go through Assetto Corsa and a few other games, I think Underground 2 is the best drifting game. Then I would say possibly it's gonna be like between Forza and oh my god, again. I think my PC hates me. I think I'm pushing it too hard. Even though I'm running all the game. Holy shit. Yep. I turned my PC into a toaster.